Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We've got an email here from Yeri.
Yeri says, "Hello, Nathan and Ben. I receive a lot of good information from your podcast, so thank you for all the insight you have been giving. I'm looking into law schools and I'm very interested in environmental law. I have 8 years of education and experience in environmental advocacy, parentheses, BS in environmental studies, MS in environmental studies, work/volunteer experience in environmental justice work." Okay, so you're not just talking, you're also walking the walk. Pace University is in the lower rank, but it is number 1 in environmental law. Also, doing some research, it seems like a good school for that field. There are other schools I'm interested in, but I was wondering what would be your recommendation for me to prioritize which law school I should go to. Should I consider the environmental law rankings? Obviously, a full ride would be my top consideration.
Pace University ranked 130 something. Their tuition is $53,000 a year, plus another $1,000 in fees, $54,000 a year. Scholarships, they give 7% full rides, or at least last year they gave 7% full rides. 39% got half to full tuition. So for 46% of the school, they're charging something less than half of the nominal tuition. I definitely wouldn't pay full price at this school. I would only go to this school if I had some significant scholarship help. Anything more you
I
want to
wouldn't
say
go
about
unless,
that?
unless you can't get a better offer somewhere else. I wouldn't go unless you go for free, probably. I just don't care about these side rankings. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't care about the overall rankings as it is. Side rankings are even these, subcategories are even more suspect.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got it. I mean, this is a little extreme, but imagine you got into UVA or you went to Vanderbilt or you went to
Yeah.
NYU. No one's going to give a
Yeah.
shit that, you didn't go to the number 1 environmental law
No.
school.
The side rankings, as Ben calls it, are just fake. I mean, they're just bullshit. It's marketing bullshit. It's something that US News pumps out because somebody at Pace University is going to latch onto that and put it into their brochure.
Yep.
Number 1 for environmental law. Check out these US News rankings. Then US News gets money from that because people click. And that's all that is. There's no planet on which it's not better. If you're competing for a job, you went to Pace and you're in New York and you're competing with somebody who went to Cornell or Columbia or NYU. I mean, there's 3 schools just in New York that definitely are better for environmental law than Pace University is, in the eyes of anybody who's going to ever pay you to do this. Like
Mhm.
Pace might do a great job of educating you about environmental law, but does that mean that they then get you a job in environmental law? Because one thing about the environment is that we all love it, but it does not have a large budget for legal advice.
Protecting itself. Yeah.
No. Mother Nature doesn't have a lot of money to spend on legal counsel.
Yeah.
So, you got to be more practical. Like it's not about the nature of the education. It's, am I going to get a damn job coming out of this school? And where is that job going to be? I just was reading a story the other day about Greenpeace USA being sued out of existence by some billionaire oil guy or something. And, the billionaire oil guy, he's got a lot of representation.
Mm-hmm.
The environment or Greenpeace USA, like they have some money to spend on lawyers, but unless they hire from Pace University, maybe they do, maybe I'm totally wrong. But my hypothesis would be that if Greenpeace USA is going to try to defend itself against these lawsuits, they're going to be hiring lawyers from Cornell and Columbia and NYU a lot faster than they're going to be hiring lawyers from Pace University. I mean, look at Pace University, average LSAT 152, average GPA 3.5, compared to a Cornell where the average GPA is 3.9 and the average LSAT is 172, like a full 20 points higher.
Yeah.
If you're hiring for a prestigious environmental job, there's just no way you're going to be hiring from Pace instead of hiring like lawyers who have much better credentials going in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything else you want to say? I know this is really bad news, Yeri, but you asked, so that's my opinion.
Yeah.
You want to say anything
No.
more?
Go for free to the extent you can, or very close to free to the best school you can get into. It's the same advice for everybody.
Yeah. And it is really hard to get jobs working in favor of the environment.
Yes, that is
really hard. I mean, kids these days love the environment. So you're going to be competing with, there's just so many well-intentioned do-gooders out there, all going to law school, working for climate justice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, okay. But then they come out the other end taking some big law job so that they can pay their tuition. And that big law job is paying them to sue Greenpeace USA out of existence.
Yeah.
That's sorry, but that's the world we're living in. Thanks, Yeri, for writing in. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.